It could.
So from there, let's see what BuRBz. I mean, BuRBz is gonna bring us some shit about the week in wrestling, I'm sure.
I would have.
This week.
Hey, listen up, all you sloppy jalopies and grandmamas and poppies. I want to diss all my fans, okay? Thank you, fuck yourselves, teach that. Look at you, supporting the business that got me a name with your phone in your hand like a weirdo. Why ain't you holding it with your penis like normal people? When was the last time you had a 2-month social media charge? I've been banned off Xbox Live. Get the fuck out of here. Bitch, you don't know how it is to live with a small penis. You ruined my image of being a dickhead beforehand, and now I'm known as a dickhead with a bad image and a small penis. Fuck you, you baloney pieces of shit. Y'all thought I was gonna talk about the elephant. I'ma talk about anything irrelevant. I can't rap, and just cause I rap fast, I can't discard the facts that I'll never be a better one. Nothing but love in it. Fuck them, I found a pen and now I write out lyrics. WWE's not involved in it cause they were afraid I'd take the law like gimmick. And plus I always sound like I'm over the limit. Now I fucking sound like a dog with a list. What abortion is this? What has brought me to this? I think I might suffer from ADH. Ooh, look, a stripper. I was with Liv Morgan, but still I was looking for more. Don't ruin my image. I know you'd love my ass in prison, but I made a song that I love, but y'all hate. Either way, you'll listen since I'm done. I can say what I want to, what I want to do. I took off all my clothes and showed my digits. She wasn't that impressed, did nothing with it.
It's tiny.
Just because my dick was thin and all, I'm now known as a criminal. I offered my 3 inches, she refused them all.
No thanks.
I got her into me till she was disputing the size. Then we argued about my penis, then she's fucking screaming, why did I lie? About the length of my 3-inch. Yeah, I'm lying, so at least I clean it. Wiped it with a soapy Kleenex, this bitch nearly ate it. But instead I masturbated. Don't get me started on the amount of drugs I gave it. Bitch, I should be compensated. I know what you're thinking. What kind of bullshit is this, you ask? What kind of bullshit is this? Motherfuckers wanna make me out to be sick, y'all. If it really was, I'd give it more than a hypnol. What kind of bullshit is this, you ask? What kind of bullshit is this? She said that I put some drugs inside of her pudding. I mean, her pudding definitely had nothing in. And I ain't had no coffee, bitch. And I know I've got ADH. You look a stripper. Suplex City Limits. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, BuRBz. Wow, what a week we've got. And I'm in a good mood. Tyler, we've got a lot of news. I'm going to need you to do the whole, this week in the, you know the rest, right? So on the count of 3, right? Hang on, stop this, right? 1, 2, 3. Go, no. Wait for me. Oh, fucking, you didn't wait for me to say go. Now I'm in a bad mood. Oh, for fuck's sake, what a good start. Well done. Alright, so let's get this out the way. Enzo No More has made a fucking rap song. If you're feeling generous and you want to call it that. Either way, he's decided to stop raping bitches and start acting like Stitches. And you can't teach that. And I don't want to fucking learn it either. Finally, Nikki Bella proves me right and admits that she's not actually a wrestler. And in fact was in it all along just for the money.
I feel like I'm living in a fake life.
See? I fucking knew it! I knew it! So Monday Night Raw this week started with some veteran army brigadier talking about their honourable ways in the military. Oh yeah, they were showing the tanks and the jets and the AR-15 rifles and that. Still no Bullet Club references though! Braun Strowman comes out boasting about how he's gonna get the Money in the Bank contract and cash in at any time in any arena anywhere in the world. Yeah, good luck finding Lesnar. Unless you can get him to leave his house. I don't know, tell him there's a bear in the woods or something. Whatever, unless you can get him out of that house, you ain't cashing in anything. Finn Balor then comes to the ring and then Kurt Angle follows him and says, oh, well, since Finn Balor and Braun Strowman had such a good match last week, what we'll do this week, mix it up a bit, yeah? Have a bit of a change. We'll have Finn Balor, yeah? Take on, oh, wait for it, Braun Strowman again. What the fuck? Michael Cole. Michael fucking Cole. During this Finn Balor and Braun Strowman match that I've definitely never seen before, Finn Balor gets thrown over a barricade and Michael Cole's like, oh my, it was into the WWE universe. No, it fucking wasn't. It was into 3 people and 2 of them were security guards. Mighty Morphin, burn it down. Seth Rollins comes out as the Red Ranger and he points Elias to the door and just like that, he gets up and fucks off. Hey, I tell you what, if you've got powers like that, why don't you show your boy Roman Reigns the door? Nia Jax comes out and that prick Michael Cole says, here's one woman who doesn't look over her shoulder. Yeah, cause she fucking can't. Anyway, Nia has a match against some jobber whilst Rousey's on commentary and she says she's never seen anything like Nia. Yeah, try using Google Earth. She calls Rousey out to the ring and then leaves when she gets there. Ronda's face explains everything what I was thinking. What the fuck? Corey Graves says Nia's on a whole different planet. Nah, she is another planet with its own gravitational pull and it attracts no atmosphere. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt come out, Michael Cole talks all over the entrance music and says Matt has a spell over Bray. Can they not just be fucking friends? And it's King Maxwell, not Maxwell, you fucking knob! Sami Zayn says he apologises because all he wanted to do was entertain and not provoke. And they weren't even his sisters. In fact, they were men. Told you! Yeah, I knew they were men. I was just joking last week, obviously. Funny you lot. Anyway, Apollo Crews comes out blatantly on steroids. Oh, it's Lash? Oh, right. Right, so Bobby Lashley comes out talking about soldiers to get himself over. I can't wait for Lesnar to kill this guy. He demands that Sammy shakes his hand. Psych! He's got one of them electric shock things in his hand. Ah, what a crafty Bobby. Mickey James is spotted backstage talking about Money in the Bank and how she's gonna win. In the background, you could see soundproof walls, which only means one thing. Another song! No! Drew McIntyre comes out accompanied with Dolph Ziggler ready for his next match against Chad Gable. Mate, Dolph Ziggler don't have go-away heat with me. He's got fuck the fuck off heat, dressed up like a whore version of the American flag. Next thing, we've got a food fight on our hands. Oh, fuck this. Next! Anyway, so after this, are we really having another women's main event? Oh, fuck this! Let's go to SmackDown! This week on SmackDown, oh, you're fucking joking. A dance-off? Anyway, we start with Samoa Joe coming down. Fuck that. The Samoan Cold Joe. Sorry, I just think that's a bit racist, Samoa Joe. It's not like I go ISIS gender. Anyway, so Joseph, who happens to be Samoan, comes down to the ring, climbs a ladder with ease and unhooks the briefcase with no issues, no misstepping on the ladder, no attempted reaches for the briefcase every fucking step he takes. Basically, the normal way, and also the way that no one will do at Money in the Bank. Because then it's time to all suddenly act like toddlers climbing up the fucking stairs. He continues to talk about Money in the Bank whilst holding up the briefcase. During this, I was thinking, I wonder how long it'll actually take for that perfect-looking box to get all battered. Ironically, that's the exact same thought that went through my mind when I watched my first Paige porno. Daniel Bryan comes out to confront Joe, who happens to be Samoan, and next thing, Test appears without Albert and attacks the man with the wife who shall not be named, and the Samoan called Joe with a heavy crutch and that Money in the Bank briefcase. I knew it wouldn't be long before I'd see two guys with their heads buried into that box. Whoa, deja vu. Not Wakamura backstage with the most patronising racist promo I've ever seen, throwing cue cards everywhere with 1 to 10 on them. Looks like he's learning his numbers well, but when the promo faded out, it looks like he was struggling to count them on his fingers. It's like so racist saying that we can't understand what he's saying. Don't worry, mate, I got your back. I hope you win and prove them wrong at the upcoming Last Man Standing match that you chose. Go on, Shin, I got your back, Shin. Shin. Fuck you, Michael! Paige is backstage trying her hardest to look like Snow the Product. Anyway, she gets approached by Mandy Rose and the bitch that looks like she's from Angry Birds sets up a fuck you match against Oscar. She walks a little bit further on to see Renee and she says Cass, who happens to be big, has pulled another crafty one, and also no one speaks for her. Yeah, apart from your mum when you go MIA. Me good mate Shin comes out for a match against Ty. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Dillinger. He beats him, gets on the mic, and then starts throwing about 9 or 10 insults towards Ty Dillinger. I don't know what any of them are, but it sounded pretty intense. I've tried to work it out, and it sounds like he said, "Want to see more ISIS separate my head." But I don't know for sure if that's what he said. Sounds pretty fucking dangerous. Don't mess with him. Then we go to a Popeyes commercial. Popeyes, you know, for chicken. And what do? They show footage of the figure 4 rather than the chicken wing. Fucking well played. Next thing, it goes to what appears to be a new segment on the show, which I'm guessing they post a new joke each week. For example, this week, it said that next week's Raw was a must-see. Tell another one. Just a side note, why is Big Cass called Big Cass? Like, yeah, he's big, and his name is Cass, but there's no little Cass running around. Maybe if Carmella hadn't dropped his ass, there might be. Oh! Anyway, guys, I am all wrestled out. I am done for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for having us again. And big shout out to your boy, Bobby Anthem, for cooking us up that beat. It wouldn't have been possible without you. Nothing but love, big man. But I've got to go now. My voice is killing me, as you can probably hear. I blame Tyler! Peace, boys! Peace!
Why does he blame me?
I thought we trolled you in the intro. Oh, the dick. That's a boy, MC BuRBz. Follow him on Twitter at BuRBz. Beats with 3s instead of E's. Check out his YouTube channel. And check out the new Bitchin' with BuRBz YouTube channel. All of the segments will show up on this YouTube channel a couple of days after the show. So if you want to share one with somebody. Also, these songs, like later at the end of the show, we're going to be closing with a full version of Boring Us from last week. You heard a little bit of it. He's went and did a whole version. That'll be up there too. So check that shit out.
Gonna be great.
Fucking awesome. Great.